Hello, I'm Mike Gordon, and welcome back to my perfect playthrough of Pokemon Crystal for the Game Boy Color. Last time I obtained the Glacier badge from Price, and though it's Friday in the afternoon, I now only have one other phone number besides Mom, Elm, and Bill. Because I farmed for 2 Water Stones, 2 Leaf Stones, and a Fire Stone. I was wrong about the whole Water Stone thing. So I have only one more phone number. One more evolution stone for me to pick up. Chris, it's me. No, I got a good gift. As I process yours, I already showed you guys the 3 trainers that give me the other 3 evolution stones. So I figured there was no point showing that off again. So I gotta fly down to Route 38 to go ahead and pick up our last evolution stone. Technically, I still need one more of each of the evolution stones, but those are completely free via a post-game side quest. And with that, we can delete Last Dana's phone number. And I'm actually gonna fly down Goldenrod City because there are some trainers I want to take care of first. Alright, I'm gonna drop off Mew. And I'm gonna go ahead and dupe Eevee. Actually, I don't think I need to dupe Eevee anymore because I already have an Eevee in my PC, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the Thunderstone at it. But this does give me an idea. I do have Pokemon that still need to evolve via evolution stones, so I might as well dupe them and then give them the stones so they can fully evolve. And you know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. After I drop off my Eevee, well, I'm gonna first move Electrode to the top of, and then I'm gonna move Exeggcute into my box. Wait a minute. I'm gonna probably still make do with Mew. But first I'm gonna swap out my entire party. And I'm actually going to start duping Nuggets this time around rather than rare candies, because for now I have plenty of rare candies. So there's Exeggcute right here. Vulpix. I could do Pikachu. Wait, I can't do Pikachu because I give the Thunderstone to Eevee to evolve into Jolteon. So now that I have the Pokemon that I need to evolve, I'm still short 1 Leaf Stone evolution. But I only have 3 Nuggets, so I'm gonna skip Poliwhirl here because Poliwhirl's holding a King's Rock, at least for now. But off screen, I'm going to go farm a bunch of use this opportunity to farm a crap ton of Nuggets. Stored Exeggcute. Nope, let's switch boxes. And I'm gonna skip ahead to the very end of my little grind. gonna start evolving our Pokemon one at a time. First up, Poliwhirl. Because I actually made sure to do Poliwhirl twice. For 3 copies of Poliwhirl. And I'm gonna evolve one of them into Poliwrath. The other one I'll hold on for a trait evolution. This one I'm going to evolve into Cloyster. And I can't stress this enough. Whenever I'm going around evolving Pokemon, I made sure to do copies beforehand. After all, I do still want that living dex. So that's a +3, and I'm still gonna be short a Leaf Stone evolution because I do not have Gloom or Weepinbell at the current point in time. So Vulpix evolved into Ninetales. So I got the excluded Vulpix line fully evolved. I'm impressed. You're evolving Pokemon, not just catching them. Yeah, that is impressive. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna go ahead and deposit whatever items I don't need at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and withdraw all 99 of those pink apricorns. And now I'm gonna go right back to restoring my old team. Alright, Poliwrath. Cloyster right here beneath Shellder and above Ghastly. And the reason why I did not do this in Gold and Silver is because these phone numbers do not give you evolution stones. There is only one way to get the evolution stones in Gold and Silver, and that's through this post-game side quest. Now, I've decided with careful consideration that Meganium is basically going to be a glorified HM Mule for the rest of this run. Her primary function going forward is basically to help us catch Pokemon. So I don't have to wander around aimlessly waiting forever for a specific encounter to turn up. So I'm going south here so I could go pick up some items. And I found a nugget as a result. And a hidden rare candy inside this tree. The top of the tree to be precise. So I'm gonna take my Raikou to battle these 3 trainers. And this is really just a weird little side quest. That's kind of funny that Gold, Silver, that Generation 2 introduced all sorts of these tiny nooks and crannies that basically encourage you to basically revisit a ton of these locations whenever you can. For whether it's a unique prize, unique Pokemon encounters, unique items, whatever. Or even just valuable items. Heck, this place, it just has the 3 trainers that gives you a whole item for defeating them. Alright, and that's... And I would not be surprised at the slightest if Raikou ends up pulling his weight the rest of the way as well. Ultra Gems, Starmie. I'm gonna go use Spark. There we go. We just have one more sister to beat. You're sure we're mean to my little sisters, right? Today, other than some Pokedex entries, the only bit of text I need to read will be text concerning Jasmine. We're gaining 540 XP points. We'll charge Cloyster. But it's super effective. And Culture Kate was defeated. No, I can't believe I lost. You're too strong. I don't stand a chance. Here, you deserve this. I'm sorry we jumped you. We never expected anyone to find us here. You sure startled us. So the soft sand she gives us powers up the strength of ground type moves. And now I'm gonna slide down here, talk to Kurt, and pick up our next set of Pokeballs. The heavy balls. Yep, and I'm gonna turn all 9 of those pink Apricorns into love balls. A bit trivia, love balls in Generation 2 are bugged. They're actually the second most useless Pokeball in Generation 2. The intended effect for Love Ball is to help you capture Pokemon of the same species but of the opposite sex. But in Generation 2, it's the same species, same sex. Yeah. So basically, Love Balls in Generation 2 are gay balls. Which essentially makes them completely worthless. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but they are essentially worthless. Who's there? Leave me... Because unless you're catching a shiny Pokemon that matches the sex of your lead Pokemon that you happen... The species and sex of the Pokemon that you happen to have at the lead... Love Ball's useless. Even then, I prefer with duplication. I prefer Master Balls. Fast Balls only work on a select number of Pokemon, a select group of Pokemon that are capable of fleeing. I believe Tangela, Magnemite, and Grimer are the only Pokemon affected by the Fast Ball. Everything else is nope. Lure Ball only works on fishing encounters. Heavy Ball is only really helpful with one Pokemon in the entire game because it's the only Pokemon heavy enough to make a difference for the Heavy Ball. Level balls are actually pretty good for glitchless runs. Level balls are probably the best of the custom Pokeballs by a landslide, as they are most effective on Pokemon of a much lower level, and they are great in the post game. Yeah, Raikou cannot one-shot this Kangaskhan. That sucks. But I digress. There's one other Pokeball I never mentioned, and that's the Moon Ball. And it only works on... It's supposed to work on Pokemon that evolve via Moonstone. But instead, that one's bugged, and it only affects Pokemon that can evolve via Burn Heal. Like, that is the epitome of an oopsie daisy right there. Wild Tentacle appeared. Go for Alligator. So I'm gonna go ahead and fish out some items here. Like that elixir. And you know what? Yeah, I just keep getting random encounters. There's nothing for us to catch here, so, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. If there's nothing for us to catch here, then there's no reason to run into any random encounters. Just use a repel. Like, jeez. So for this trainer, I'm gonna try use for Alligator, because for Alligator is especially starved for EXP in this game. He is severely underleveled, hasn't seen much action in a while. So I gotta get for Alligator up to speed here. So first Pokemon is a Cinch, just use Surf. And now I'm gonna go switch it up to Ice Punch here. Alright. Alright, with Ice Punch in the way, it's time for us to take out Squirrel. Bite. And a critical hit. Alright, got a critical hit and a withdraw, so this is damageless. Not sure how helpful Rage would have been here, but whatever. The fact that I can't easily one-shot any of the Stage 1 stars of Bite says a lot about how far behind for Alligator is as far as stats go. So Typhlosion is actually going to take care of this trainer here, because I have a little itty bitty secret that will help me a ton against her. First, I'm gonna one-shot this Eevee with Flame Wheel. Makes perfect sense. After all, I've got 3 of their evolutions, and only got 4 or 5 turns to use it unless I miss. Well, here's the first rollout. It almost takes out Flareon in 1 hit. Ooh, that's bad. Hopefully I land all my rollouts with reduced accuracy. Rollouts naturally 90%, so Sand Attack makes it 85%. Alright! A 3-turn rollout, 1-shots for Porygon. And now for Jolteon! Yes! Even with Sand Attack, I went 4-for-4 with rollout. Alright. And now, wait a minute. gonna stick my guns on this. I don't really want to give Meganium any more EXP going forward, if I can help it. There are probably there are still a few Pokemon that Meganium could be helpful with, but really it's just the Quagsire line. So I'm gonna go ahead and just one-shot this Poliwhirl. And Raikou is mighty powerful. So obviously I want to stick with them no matter what. And yep, because today is Friday, I'm gonna go ahead and catch this Lapras. If you'd come down here on any other day of the week, there is nothing there. No Lapras, nothing. Lapras will only show up here as an interactive Pokemon on Fridays. But with that said, I caught Lapras, and I am so great. This general Pokemon loves to give people rides, and provides a very comfortable way to get around. We should all know that. I mean, that's what Ash's Lapras did. Got him and his friends around the Orange Archipelago free of charge and very comfortably, I should add. Alright, caught you, Golbat. Go away. This way take a while to get through this, so I'm just gonna use a Spurna Super Repel. And I did some experimentation. If I use a Super Repel, I could still use Sweet Scent to nab encounters, even with a Repel in place. All it does is it keeps lower leveled Pokemon from encountering it. Keeps us from getting to random encounters with lower leveled Pokemon. So we just have to battle these two hikers, and then we'll be able to capture the Pokemon here. Side note, but I am not going to do the Runes of Elves side quest. I'm just here to capture the grass encounters. Now both of them can only be encountered during the, well, one of them can only be encountered during the day. And the other one, and it gets replaced by Quagsire at night. The other one can be encountered no matter what time of day that you need it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and splits through all these two trainers' Pokemon. And I'm just doing some grinding before I take on Jasmine. So I'm battling all the optional trainers I haven't fought yet. Usually because they were off the beaten path. Alright, level 33. Alright, that's 2 Pokemon down. So I was wrong about the whole Water Stone thing. The Water Stone isn't one of the prize items you get from the expanded Runes of Elf. It's actually one of the 4 items you need to access the secret rooms and nab those hidden items. Those not hidden items, secret items. You don't get a water stone from Ruins of Alph. So that's my bad. Luckily, it's not like I can get 100% Ruins of Alph until the post-game anyways. That's the biggest difference between Crystal and Gold Silver in this regard is the timing for everything is just a little off in so many different areas. Alright. Oh. So, adorable doll. Okay, I think that's our first doll that she bought from for us. So, alright. I'm not going to try to get rid of Super Repel this time. Instead, I'm just going to... Now, because I need to encounter both encounters... Alright. We got the rare encounter first, and it's Smeargle, so yippee hooray. Now, because I need to nab both encounters, I just went blind with sweets and just took whatever came my way. So luckily I got the rare encounter first, and I got the male version to boot. The color of the mysterious fluid secreted from its tail is predetermined for each Smeargle. So it's important to get male Smeargle because Smeargle only knows one move called Sketch. It allows it to essentially learn whatever move the opponent used beforehand, the last move used by the opponent, and it replaces Sketch forever. But don't worry, Smeargle relearns Sketch upon level up every single time. You do this so you could have Smeargle pass on these newly learned moves as egg moves, with whatever female offspring. It is extremely good at climbing tree trunks and likes to eat the new sprouts on the trees. He can't breed with every Pokemon in the game, but the females he can breed with can definitely learn some fantastic moves this way. Probably because I nailed Smeargle first, I just went blind again on Natu, and got first try. By the way, I don't care about Natu's level at all. And the reason being is because, unlike in Gold and Silver, I can still obtain a Xatu via an in-game trade later on in the game. Yahoo! It's Friday! I'm Frida Friday! Nice to meet ya! Here's a poison bar for you. Give it to a Pokemon that has poison-type moves. It's wicked. You'll be shocked how good it makes poison moves. Alright. And last things to do is to go down to Mahogany Town. Now, we can't battle any of the trainers on Route 44 yet because we only have 6 badges, and some guy will block us from continuing any further until we have 7. Of course, some other guy at the end will block us from challenging Claire until... Anyways, I'm gonna go through this gate first, talk to this guy, and I'll obtain TM36. The reason for this is because Team Rocket used to commandeer these gates and force mandatory tolls of 500 gil every time you enter from either side. So now that Team Rocket's cleared out, that guy gets his job back and he gives it to us as a reward. So, Smeargle is probably the best at passing down egg moves to future generations of Pokemon, but only with other Pokemon that match Smeargle's egg group. Luckily, Smeargle's egg group is the most densely populated of all the other egg groups by a country mile. So there are a ton of Pokemon that can mate with Smeargle. If I were to give my Pokemon nicknames, I would definitely nickname Smeargle Chad. But as I said, I can't access Route 44 until I have 7 badges, and yet even if I were to reach Blackthorn City, some guy will be blocking the entrance to Claire's gym until we clear out the radio tower afterwards. Anyways. So quite a bit of obnoxious, quite a bit of obnoxiousness coming here. So I could head straight up north to Lake of Rage, but I got a better idea. Yeah, it's a small price to pay. I don't need a repel one encounter. Those repels are best reserved for the beginning portion of the ice path when I want to try to capture a certain specific Pokemon. I want to hold off on Pokemon captures until I'm good and ready. Alright, it was just 2 encounters. And not worth using repels because I wasn't likely to get that many encounters anyways. This guy is so out of the way that I almost considered passing up on a rare candy previously until I clear out the Rocket Hideout. Especially since this guy's on the way. So Typhlosion's gonna battle his second stage starter trio because Typhlosion is very well equipped to deal with all 3 starters. Plus, he's at a freakishly high level. Alright, Thunder Punch. Pretty sure this will be a one-shot. Finally, Charmeleon. And I'm gonna finish him off with a rollout. At least try. Hey look, it's a critical hit. Not sure if I needed it. Anyways, now that's out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and fly all the way down to Lake of Rage. Alligator at the lead here. And even though this is a fisherman, all he has are Magikarp, which sucks. Go for Alligator. Alright. Frogger gained 93 experience points. And I'm just gonna keep spamming Bite on these Magikarps because it's the most efficient damaging move to use against them. And they're weak, so with low special defense, so oh, these for Alligator are leveled up. It's now level 34. swap him out for Raikou. Go ahead and just one-shot his Gyarados real quick. Raikou, use Spark. Super effective. Chandra was defeated. I might be. Finally, we've got one more last trainer, and we're gonna have for Alligator to take care of her. What happened to the red Gyarados? It's gone? Yeah, it is. So, the way I see it, I'm going to organize what Pokemon will battle which trainer based on move coverage, on the kind of move coverage my Pokemon has. So even though I'm going up against a grass type, it's grass flying, which means he's quad weak to Ice Punch. Follow that with Ninetales, and I can one-shot that with Stab Surf, with Mystic Water equipped. Oh. And we defeated Lewis Lane. So, at this point we are now officially out of optional trainers. There is technically one more person, but we can't battle that person yet. Because she can only be fought at night, for some reason. So instead I'm gonna go ahead and battle Jasmine, the gym leader of Olivine City. But first I have to make my way back to the tippy top of the lighthouse and hand her the secret potion. At least we battled and defeated every trainer there. Ugh. Man, I'm so tired. Will that medicine cure Amphi? Christina's secret potion of Jasmine. And please don't be offended. Amphi will not take anything from anyone but me. How are you feeling? Palubu. Oh, I'm so relieved. This is just so wonderful! Thank you so very, very much. I will return to the gym. And with that, we can now take on Jasmine at the Olivine Gym. Bit trivia: originally the lighthouse would have been the gym, would also double as the Pokemon gym as well. But they scrapped that idea due to time constraints. Olivine City Pokemon Gym Leader, Jasmine, the Steel-clad Defense Girl. Jasmine uses the newly discovered Steel type. I don't know very much about it. I'll tell you this much, it's weak against Fire type attacks. Thank you for your help at the lighthouse. But this is different. Please, allow me to introduce myself. I am Jasmine, a gym leader. I use the Steel type. Do you know about the Steel type? It's a type that was only recently discovered. May I begin? And about the Steel type, it is only weak against 2 types naturally. Fire and ground types. Water and electric types deal neutral damage, though the latter not so much against Jasmine. They're completely immune to poison types, and they resist every other type in the game, making Steel types the ultimate defensive type in all of Pokemon. Not a particularly great offensive type. There's like only, in Gen 1, there's only like 3 or 4 Steel type moves all together, and they all suck. And they don't. Not to mention, most Pokemon types are not weak against Steel types. Off the top of my head, Rock and Flying. That's it. Not only that, there are a ton of Pokemon types that resist Steel type, like Water, Fire, and Light, and I think Electric types. Anyways, I defeat Jasmine. You are a better trainer than me, in both skill and kindness. In accordance with League rules, I confer upon you this badge. And I received the Mineral Badge. Mineral Badge raises Pokemon's defense. Please take this too. TM23, which, once I pocket it, I'll explain what it does. Could use that TM to teach Iron Tail. I don't know how to say this, but good luck. Talk to this guy? That was awesome! Steel type, huh? That was a close encounter of an unknown kind. Alright, and... Professor Elm? Chris, how are things going? I called because something weird is happening with the radio broadcast. They were talking about Team Rocket. Chris, do you know anything about it? Maybe Team Rocket has returned. No, that just can't be true. Sorry to bug you, take care! Let's check out our radio card. We are Team Rocket. After 3 years of preparation, we have risen again from the ashes. Giovanni, can you hear? We did it! Where's our boss? Is he listening? We are Team Rocket. And it just cycles through over and over again. Anyways, we still have a lot of time, but not enough time for the radio tower, so instead, I'm gonna just fly down here to witness a cutscene. I also want to make sure I pick up a hidden item that I may have left behind. Yep, I forgot all about previously, but better late than never. And of course, we want to cut down the street and have a run-in with Suicune. This will be our penultimate encounter with Suicune, and it is missable. Having ran into Suicune and still having enough time, I'm gonna battle all the trainers on Route 44 and capture their specific encounters there. So while I'm battling these trainers, a bit of trivia. It is actually suggested that the reason why Jasmine has the Mineral Badge, in spite being the Steel type specialist, it's actually because Jasmine was originally a Ground type gym leader. So Minerals as in Ground, and then the Steel type was discovered. Her Onyx evolved into Steelix, and the rest is history. That would make sense since in Generation 2, the only two Pokemon types that are completely missing from the gym trainers lineup are Ground and Dark types. With ground types having absolutely no specialists whatsoever in any of the gyms or Elite Four battles. Oh man, why am I so tired? Anyways, that is basically the trivia. This was because originally there wasn't even gonna be a Steel or Dark type specialist at all. There would just have 15 gym. There would be 16 gym leaders, one for each type, plus one for all who is a non-specialist. But then they added in Steel and Dark type. They made Dark type an Elite Four member, and Steel type took Ground type's place as a gym leader. Now, I'm not quite sure why they call the Storm Badge the Storm Badge. I think it was called something else in Japanese. Because you would think Storm Badge meant that they'd be an Electric type specialist, but I digress. Oh. And now Culture Cybele sent up the Blossom. Typhlosion used Flame Wheel. Super effective. 985. Culture Cybele was defeated. This won't do at all. Let's swap out my team. I can tell you're good shrimp. Yeah, okay. Sure, whatever. Ultra Allen would like to battle. Go for Alligator! For Alligator, use Surf. Just a couple more trainers and a couple more Pokemon to catch. So Raikou, you're up next. Do you know about the legendary bird Pokemon? Yeah I do, but I don't have them. I will be trading with Pokemon Yellow soon enough. Yes, my second of 3 trades with Yellow is coming a lot sooner than you would think. So when will I move on over to Generation 1? Back to Generation 1? When I'm waiting to conduct the 3rd and final trade with Yellow version, that's what. So I'm probably gonna play well into the post game. Raikou, use Spark! Yeah, quick attack's always annoying. 640 experience points. And an item that wasn't there before is now mine. And I'm gonna swap in for Alligator here. Ugh. Sound right horn. Go for Alligator. Use Surf. And just like that. super effective. Maniac Sack was defeated. Ooh, you're... And yeah, we are just about finished here. Fisher Wilton would like to fight battle. The last trainer around 44. We'll go Speed Spark here over and over again. I mean, Raikou is a badass. Absolute badass. Interestingly enough, though, encounters in Gold, Silver, and Crystal version, at least daytime encounters, are the exact same in both Gold, Silver, and Crystal version. However, Crystal version literally flipped the rarity of these Pokemon. So the Bellsprout and Weepinbell line in Gold Silver were common, while Tangela and Lickitung were uncommon or rare. But in Pokemon Crystal, it's the other way around. Lickitung's the most common, Tangela's the second most common, Bellsprout's third, and Weepinbell's fourth. Like the exact opposite. I don't know why they changed it like that, but changed the odds like that, but whatever. Alright, what's the first Pokemon we get? Okay, we got the rare one, Weepinbell. Again, in Gold and Silver, the most common Pokemon would be Weepinbell, followed up by Bellsprout, Tangela, and Lickitung. But in Crystal, it's Lickitung, Tangela, Bellsprout, and Weepinbell. Complete opposites. When it's hungry, it swings its razor-sharp leaves, slicing up any unlucky object nearby for food. And now that the rare encounter is out of the way, time to go for the more common ones. Alright, Lickitung! And I'm gonna use a Master Ball here. And oh yeah, we caught Weepinbell, which means we can dupe that and give it our second Leaf Stone. I caught Lickitung because I'm so great! It has a tongue that is over 6'6" long. It uses this long tongue to lick its body clean. And interestingly enough, Lickitung cannot learn Lick for some reason. At least not Gen 1, I'm not sure about Gen 2. Well, Tangela appeared. Alright, Master Ball, go! I caught Tangela because it was so great! During battle, it constantly moves the vines that cover its body in order to annoy its opponent. Alright, and that's it. We're basically out of time. I just need to do some last minute wrap-ups. Mainly, I want to dupe Weepinbell and evolve it into and dupe its copy into Victreebel. See you again. And I'm going to go ahead and pretty much deposit anything that isn't a nugget or rare candy or a potion of some kind. I'll hold on to the repels because I might need them. Alright, gotta withdraw this super potion because that must have been one of the items our mom bought for us. And of course, we're gonna get the last leaf stone. I will, of course, be rearranging my PC between Weezy and Golding for Tangela. Lickitung gets between Hitmonchan and Coffee. Natu, you go right out at the very end, right after Togepi. Smeargle, you between Staler and Tyrogue. Lapras, between Gyarados and Ditto. Damn it. I need to move Raikou temporarily into my PC box. And what am I gonna give Weepinbell? Well, I still need enough rare candies to fully evolve Teeny into Dragonite, so... Rare candy for Weepinbell. And in total, I need 35 rare candies to fully evolve any Pokemon in the game. And... giving Leaf Stone a Weepinbell now. Weepinbell evolved into Victreebel. Luckily, all the new evolutions are stone evolutions, so tracking them down should be pretty easy. So after I move my party around, I am going to read the Pokédex entries, maybe check with Professor Oak. And oh yeah, and next time I'm going to take on the radio tower and take out Team Rocket and defeat Team Rocket once and for all. But first I'm gonna nab that rare candy. And then move the duped Weepinbell into his proper spot. Right between Bellsprout and Victreebel, and Raikou goes into my party now. And the Poliwhirl in the reserve is for Politoed. It is said to live 1,000 years, and each of its tails is loaded with supernatural powers. It can use its well-developed arms and legs to run on the surface of the water for a split second. Once ingested into this Pokemon's body, even the hardest object will melt into nothing. Even a missile can't break the spikes it uses to stab opponents. They're even harder than its shell. Living in a good environment makes it grow lots of heads. A head that drops off becomes an Exeggcute. And finally, we've got Jolteon. The negatively charged ions generated in its fur create a constant sparking noise. And now to check out with Professor Oak. 35 seen with 50 caught. I'm just catching them. So if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. With all out of the way, this is Mike Gordon, signing out.